This week in Tucson Foodie.
There's nothing happening. There's nothing happening. There's nothing going on.
Foodie of the week.
Ugo, what are your favorite Sonoran hot dogs in Tucson, huh? I don't care.
I've been eating them since I got here, and I'm not tired of them yet.
Oh, am I blushing yet? Here at Foodie, there's nothing going on in Tucson.
A news show no one asked for. This week in Tucson Foodie.
Oh, hi, it's me, Fun Yay.
And it's me, Shane Reeser.
And welcome to This Week in Tucson Foodie.
Coming up, we rename this show Between Two Buns and adventure around Tucson to eat as many Sonoran dogs as we can to celebrate the iconic bacon-wrapped Sonoran specialty.
After that, bathroom reviewer John the Swirl is sharing some hot places to put your buns in our new Fancy Pants Date Night Guide.
But first, here are the top stories in Tucson Foodie.
All the peeps are talking about resurrection right now because Easter is this April 9th. Luckily, we put all our eggs in one basket in our 2023 Easter Roundup. Meet the Easter Bunny at Trail Dust Town, decorate bunny cookies with the kids at Flying Aprons, and consider doing an Easter wine pairing at Simon Hazel Cellars because after a fun day like that, you'll probably need it.
I have to say, this week is very happy indeed, since April 7th is National Beer Day. You can do some bar hopping at some of the 20-plus local breweries in Tucson like Crooked Tooth Brewing Company, Thunder Canyon Brewery, Moto Sonora, and Pueblo Vida.
It's funny you mentioned Pueblo Vida Fun, because this week's Drink This features Pueblo Vida's Vidathina IPA. Released on International Women's Brew Day, the Vidathina IPA serves up juicy mangoes and cream when it hits your tongue. Enters the herbaceous zone about mid-mouth and leaves a mild peppery finish in the swallow, all made possible by the proprietary Pink Boots blend of hops used in the brew. Pink Boots Society hops are utilized by breweries across the country. Their mission to assist, inspire, and encourage women and non-binary individuals in the fermented/alcoholic beverage industry is all the reason more to raise a pint of Vidathina in honor of the women in your life. Get it on tap and in cans at Pueblo Vida and at your favorite local tap rooms.
You know, I also want to recognize a local woman who has just started canning her own beverage, Rachel DeQuisto of Ray Ray's Sonoran Spirit Tea. It's a hard tea that is made in small batches here in Tucson with vodka, tequila, black tea, and natural flavors of lemon, watermelon, and hibiscus. It drinks smooth and easy. Try it canned or on tap at any of these fine places on the screen. You might just lose all your worries after a few sips.
Well, I lost half a day of skiing.
Gwyneth Paltrow may have lost half a day of skiing, but you can soon have your snow day at the new Better Bevs, April 8th at 210 North 4th Avenue. The former space was once Ilabella's Ice Cream and Desert Dream Ice Cream, but will now be serving Better Bev's cold brews, slushes, snows, fruit teas, lemonades, Italian sodas, milk teas, and Hawaiian-shaped ice.
You can, like Gwyneth and apparently Taylor Swift, take your symbolic $1 very far at Roma Imports in our Eating on the Cheap. Take a trip around the world at Roma Imports and fill your belly with eats from across owner Lillian Spieth's travels from Calcutta to Israel, England, Turkey, Denmark, Germany, and of course, Tucson. Tri-color cheese tortellini with marinara.
Roma's signature sandwich, slow roasted pork with beer and mustard served with a crunchy cabbage slaw on baguette, $11.99. Get some of that. Why don't you go get some of that slow roasted pork with beer and mustard served with a crunchy cabbage slaw? God damn! And next, we will figure out who will crash this one in There's Nothing Happening in Tucson. But first, we want to shout out to the Foodie of the Week.
Foodie. Foodie of the week. Foodie. Foodie of the week.
And here to introduce this week's There's Nothing Happening in Tucson is Luigi, the plumber that was fixing the gas leak in my house while we shot this.
There's nothing happening in Tucson.
There's nothing
Tucson,
happening.
there's nothing happening.
There's nothing going on here. So listen, my name's Luigi. I own a plumbing company here in Tucson where there's nothing happening here. Tucson's one of your smallest, best-kept secrets in the country. My company's name is Rescom Plumbing. I do water, sewer, gas. I've been with Southwest Gas about 25 years. I've been in Arizona 27. And there's nothing happening in Tucson. So if you ever want to have a healthy wrestle with your family, look no further than Luchaga Libre, a super special Saturday in the Garden Kitchen where you can meet Lucador, Joey Ultra, learn some wrestling moves, and you make a super salad. So you bring the whole family this April 8th. Queer is hosting an open mic poetry party. So now you guys might think I'm running with a prompter. It ain't like that here. Check this one out. At the Citizen Hotel, April 14th, with food by cooking with who's court. So it's with court. So dig this. There's chicken, veggie skewers, jalapeno, cheddar mac, and the banana pudding cups. If you haven't had a banana pudding cup, let me tell you something. Try one. Then on April 16th, celebrate Art of Drag with Queer as Fuck at the Playground. New Boozy Drag Brunch, hosted by performing queen Isis, former Miss Gay Tucson. You gotta see this. This was perfect. Stop in, have a drink, sit down and chat for a while. So every Tuesday, stop in Pearly Baker for a wine tasting with the Samir Joshua Osteen Park.
Yeah.
$10 includes 2 wines with meat and cheese to pair. You didn't think it was just 2 drinks.
And look, if you haven't been to the new Graduate Hotel, the cocktail class at their rooftop bar,
The Moonstone is a reason to check out the breathtaking views of the city.
for $35,
Moonstone head mixologist will lead you
you in a step-by-step creation of 2 iconic cocktails on the Southwestern-inspired menu.
The class held on April 5th is the guests of all ages.
And will feature Moonstone's Desert Rose and a classic old-fashioned.
And the Desert Rose is classically old-fashioned. Is that the one?
Give me a break over here.
So every first Thursday of the month, the Cafe a la carte opens for dinner services. They have an ever-changing dinner menu and specials. Oh, am I blushing yet? Here at Foodie, there's nothing going on at Tucson.
In preparation for our Sonoran hot dog adventure, we asked a few of our furry friends at the Canine Carnival event benefiting Cody's Friends charity at the High Wire to give us some recommendations of their favorite Sonoran dogs in Tucson.
I'm here at the Canine Carnival at Highwire in downtown Tucson to get some opinions on Sonoran hot dogs before we embark on our adventure. So we're going to ask some local experts to see what they think. Bailey, what are your favorite Sonoran hot dog places in Tucson? Chico, what are your favorite Sonoran hot dog places in Tucson? Oh, I love that place. Esther, what are some of your favorite Sonoran hot dog places in Tucson?
She's gonna talk. Haley, talk.
Oh, this is Jax. Oh, yes. Jax, I got a question for you. You said? And can you tell me what your favorite Sonoran hot dog places are in Tucson?
All he wants to do is fly.
And what are your favorite Sonoran hot dogs in Tucson, Karma? Huh? Oh. Ugo, what are your favorite Sonoran hot dogs in Tucson? Huh? I don't care.
Any Tucsonan will tell you that the Sonoran dog is one of the must-have things to eat if you are visiting Tucson. It is said to have originated from Hermosillo, Mexico during the 1980s and has gone through many iterations across time and within each hot dog stand. So, what makes the best Sonoran dog? If you're a Sonoran dog lover who lives in Tucson, you might have some very specific parameters that make a Sonoran dog a Sonoran dog. Our Tucson Foodie Sonoran Dog adventurers all agreed on some basics.
You have to have multiple napkins, by the way.
This is so delicious. The bun.
Like the bread is toasted perfectly.
But we did go off course with some untraditional Mexican and American classic toppings. And that's the beauty of modern American food.
Oh yeah.
I've been eating it since I got here, and I'm not tired of them yet.
delicious. The birria was so flavorful. It was a good compliment to the hot dog.
The birria was amazing. I think it makes everything better anyways, but...
wrapped with bacon, which is the first time I've seen that. That's really good.
Heat in your mouth while you're...
There's something really nostalgic about this one. I think it's the bun is like traditional.
One thing I really like about this one, you get this crispy bacon on the pepper, and you take a bite of these together, and the crisp is really nice.
Simple standards like a hot dog become an ever-changing fusion of epicure, traditions, and cultures.
You look at places like Monster Sonoran Dogs, they do fancier, their own different takes on dogs. This I would put in the same category, just as delicious.
Probably the most flavorful, I think. Just the toppings are really well balanced and they have a lot of acidity and it's different. So every bite has a little bit of interest going on.
Oh my god, I didn't know we could have a doggy overdose, but that was positively the most dogs we could have in a day. It's a kind of day where you have to like unbutton the top part of your pants.
Hey, speaking of pants, John the Swirl is back to drop some recommendations for our Fancy Pants Date Night Guide. Let's go to John, who is at the Coronet. John?
Hey, what's up, dudes? So listen, I was sitting on my couch, minding my own beeswax, when my stomach, it started a grumbling. And it was grumbling for something fancy. So what did I do? I put on my fancy pants, of course, and I looked at Tucson Foodie's new Fancy Pants Date Night Guide. It's ridiculous. So I was scrolling through the guide, right? I saw the cornet. It really struck a chord with me, you know, like an 80s hair metal band. And now I'm here by myself because you know what? I don't need no one else to have a good time. Forget about it. I'm so glad I found that Fancy Pants guide on TucsonFoodie.com. If not, I would have been in my underwear on the couch eating macaroni and cheese. Back to you guys.
That's it, folks. See you next week.